Hello, everyone. Hope that you are fine and staying home. So, now for concluding our Unit 7, we will look to negative and tag questions for giving opinions. So, it's something that's frequently used in our speech. It's a tool that, well, as I already showed it here, to introduce ideas or topics or emphasize conversation. No, so how many times you use haven't you used this technique, or haven't you used or haven't you done this and that to give an opinion or to extract information about something and then introduce into your speech? So it's something, or that's something useful, or it's a tool in speech that all languages share, and as I mentioned, it is to emphasize something, right? So here we have the different types, and I use negative questions or tag questions to offer an opinion or invite someone to react. No, so that's what is expected in a reaction. So is you have, isn't it weird how some people use mobile devices constantly? Doesn't it seem like kids spend too much time playing violent video games? So these are the, we have to identify the auxiliaries in the conversation, but we do it this mechanically, but then you'll do it automatically once that you practice them. So in my experience, it took me little time. Well, not little. So I'm not being. Oh, sorry. I'm not being. I'm not literal, but it took me a, a considerable amount of time. No, in mastering this, and sometimes I get a little bit confused. But the negative and tag questions, it's something that is often used in speech. And then, here we have a couple of sentences that they require a negative or tag question. For example, it's annoying how often telemarketers call. They should get rid of those banners ads on the internet. It would be great if there were fewer billboards. It seems like a lot of people are texting while driving. It's sad when people are tricked into losing money by spam messages, and there are too many channels on TV these days. So let's gonna look at this, and now we're gonna try to get to the correct negative or tag question. So we need to use a proper one. So it's not like using don't you think, or the isn't it. This isn't it is like the question, but don't you think, like it's an extract that it helps you to introduce an idea. So let's gonna see here next. All right, so now here are the explanation. So how to use a proper tag question, or in this case, we don't have any phrase. So here you just have auxiliaries, and it's something that always tells you. So let's gonna identify right here, as you can see in the first sentence, it's annoying. Annoying corresponds to a category of adjective. So that's why we have the verb to be, and it's they should get rid of those banners ads on the internet. That should, it's my modal verb. That's gonna put the verbs with the color blue. Right, so I almost got it perfect. Yes, should get rid, should get rid. So this is let's see, it's a phrasal verb to get rid of. Those is with the conjunction to. So this is all my verb should get. And then next to we have it would be great. The same would, it's my modal verb with the verb be. And it seems it's my verb to. And it's sad, it's an adjective. Remember that adjectives, there's a description, or they are description of the nouns. And there are too many. There are too many. That's my verb. There are. Mhm. Now we're gonna use the correct adjective. So there are two ways to collocate them. So instead saying, to make it like in a question, now we turn to isn't it. So we have isn't it annoying how often telemarketers call? Or the other form, it could be, it's annoying how often telemarketers call, comma, isn't it? Right? So I omitted here that it, and isn't it annoying how often telemarketers call? But if we have a comma at the end, we can add it like this. It's annoying how often telemarketers call. And here again, you will be sounding as the fancy Winnie Pooh, no? So you sound more interesting person, and then it will catch attention of people when you use negative tag questions or phrases. You catch people's attention. That's the intention of a negative tag question. So, coming back again to the explanation. Again, right here we have the next auxiliary shouldn't they. Shouldn't they is a modal verb, guys. Remember that shouldn't, it's my modal verb. And they, it's the noun. No? So the second says they should get rid of those banners ads on the internet. So then we have shouldn't they get rid of those banners ads on the internet, or they should get rid of those banners ads on the internet. Shouldn't they? That's the intonation. Shouldn't they? And shouldn't they, it's like that the negative of the, like in Spanish we use it, no? Shouldn't they should sorry shouldn't they get rid of those banners ads on the internet? And the other intonation would be they should get rid of those banners ads on the internet. Shouldn't they? Then shouldn't they? And shouldn't they get rid of those banners ads on the internet? So it's like going down. And the other, it's like they should get rid of those banners ads on the internet, shouldn't they? Yeah. Actually, I like how it sounds at the end, but I don't use it often in that way. I use it at the beginning. Then the next one is wouldn't it? So here we have the would be, So because it's a question, negative tag questions, I'm not putting the question mark, but I let you know that these are questions. And it says, wouldn't it be great if there were fewer billboards? And the other form, it would be great if there were fewer billboards. Wouldn't it? This is wouldn't it? Yeah, wouldn't it? And the next one we have, it seems like a lot of people are texting while driving. And then it says, doesn't it seem, so we have to change the verb seems because it's now a question. Doesn't it seem like a lot of people are texting while driving? Or it seems like a lot of people are texting while driving, doesn't it? So we have to respect the rules. We still having the same rules like in the tense that we are describing. And let's gonna do another example. For example, sorry, again, I be redundant. Let's put another example, and this let's gonna put many people had been using the internet. So that's my sentence. So then many people have been using the internet, haven't they? So now in the tag question, I will add haven't they? Yeah, I don't require to put in the bin, so it's okay. You remember the previous uh, unit we talk about the omission of the bin when you describe the continuous, no, with this. So haven't many people or haven't, yes, it's the haven't they, well, actually you have to look, guys, we have to convert the noun here in the negative tag question. You have to convert the noun, and many people, it's they. So many people and they, it's the form or the correct noun that we have to use. Okay? So many people have been using the internet, haven't they? And then haven't they been using the internet these days? No? It's just a layer parenthesis. Then the next one, it's number 5. It's sad when people are tricked into losing money by spam messages. So isn't it sad? No, isn't it sad when people are tricked into losing money by spam messages? And there are too many channels on TV these days. There are too many channels on TV these days, aren't there? Or we can say, aren't there too many channels on TV these days? So we have different ways to express them. And believe me, you will sound natural and more, well, whatever you're talking, it will sound more interesting. Once again, like a fancy Winnie Pooh. So now, after finishing this course, you will be turning a fancy Winnie Pooh. So that's your goal. You want to become a fancy Winnie Pooh. Not just kidding. Just remember the use of this when you have, or when you want to show or highlight an information or say something important or an opinion or anything. the negative tag questions, it's a good tool for doing that. And right now, guys, we still having in your Grammar Plus the use past negative and tag questions to offer an opinion about a past event or about someone. Is the same logic, guys. So wasn't it weird how the manager's microphone kept turning on during his speech? Didn't seem like the manager's speech would never end. Shouldn't the company have provided us with coffee before the speech? The manager's speech was really boring, wasn't it? The manager has given some pretty boring speeches, hasn't it? And then the manager's speech had just put above everyone to sleep when the fire alarm rang, no? So hadn't it? And informal spoke English says they can be used as the pronoun in tag question when the subject is somebody, someone, everyone, nobody, or no one. Everyone we know had a cell phone in school, didn't they? Yes, they did. Somebody has hacked into your computer, haven't they? And then, yes, they have. No, they haven't. And use a affirmative tag question when the subject is a negative, such as nobody or nothing. Nobody left any voicemail message, did they? It's exactly the same. But now I will put here we have the sentences. We're gonna do exactly the same. So for this, we have to identify the tense. What tense is this one? So it was awful. So we have the simple past because we have the was awful. So that's my auxiliary for simple past. Jill should have. That's this is a modal, a past modal should have kept. Oh, this is my verb. It was weird. So again, so description. It was weird. It seemed. That's my verb. So it required my auxiliary did, and it would have been the same past modal, and we should have spent past modal, and it was sad how Mark got really addicted to social networking sites. Now let's gonna see the answers for the exercise number one. All right, well then we have. Wouldn't it have been great if telemarketers have never gotten my number? Wasn't it awful how much paper we waste on flyers that nobody read? Or yeah, nobody read. Shouldn't Jill have kept her text messages much shorter? Sorry for the typo. Wasn't it weird how those pop-up ads made my computer freeze? Didn't it seem like we spent all day looking for internet cafe? Wouldn't it have been great if we could have paid less for our computer? And shouldn't we have spent less time playing video games as kids? And wasn't it sad? Wasn't it sad how Mark got really addic, addicted, addicted to social networking sites? So these are the answer for the Grammar Plus 7B. And we have also the next exercise, which I'm going to provide just the answer. So, and here are the next ones. So we have weren't there, have there, didn't they, didn't you, was there, did they, hadn't she, didn't you. So if we check the next exercise below, we have there were several voicemails messages for me, weren't there? There haven't been any new rules about using social media at work. So haven't there been, or haven't there, sorry, haven't there? So as you here in the answers, we have have there. Oh yeah, sorry, because it have negative, haven't there, so it's have there. Have there. There have been any new rules about using social media net at work, so have there. Someone told him there was a problem with his phone. Then we have here we have a number three, didn't they? And then the next one, you gave your computer password to someone, didn't you? This is where is it? For you gave your computer, so didn't you? Someone told him there was a problem with his phone. Was didn't they? And the number five, we have there was nothing he could do with his obsolete computer. So was there? Was there too? Then nobody we now know ever actually clicked on those banner ads. So nobody is like a negative. So we have to use the six. It's did they, And then she had already complained about the telemarketers, hadn't she? And the last one, you have used to have a robot vacuum that constantly cleaned the house. So it's didn't you? And the last exercise, our last exercise, we have the first one is voicemail, then the second we have, are you also considering? That's wait, sorry, that's spam. That's spam water to water audience. Then yes, they are on our list of possibles. We're also wondering if we should hire a professional basketball player to appear on and then a crawl on a crawl. That's a great idea. Now you may want to know that our research showed that younger audience thinks print ads are old-fashioned. They want everything to be digital, so don't use then it's flyers. Sorry, so don't use pop-up ads. Sorry, pop-up ads. Take print ads or old-fashioned. They want everything to be digital, so don't use pop ads. No, so we're gonna cross out the words that do not fit the meaning of the sentence. So that will be the end of the exercise, kids. Don't get confused. It says here the instruction for I forgot to read the instructions. Cross out the words that do not fit the meaning of the sentences. So that will be pretty much it for today, and I hope that you have a wonderful day and see you soon. Tomorrow I open the quiz number 7. Tomorrow I open quiz number 7. So be on time and remember that you have the week and the weekend to finish it. So take care and see you soon.